Police have arrested this man in connection to a robbery from right here in Omaha. We first brought you this story on First at 3 yesterday. According to OPD, investigators used the description of a car that was used in a robbery at the Quick Trip near Saddle Creek in Leavenworth to track down Bapal Kuang. Authorities allege he also tried to rob a family fair later that morning on 24th and Vinton Streets. Kuang is booked for robbery and attempted robbery.